Well, hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite, Rafael Tavares, talking to you straight from Borough Con. And we're here in conjunction with It Came From the Radio. We're here with
Kristen Gudsnuk.
Exactly. We're here talking about her line of books, especially, of course, as we know her, from Hench Girl.
Yep.
So tell us about Hench Girl. Let's start with that.
Yeah, Hench Girl is the first comic I made some comics for fun when I was younger, but it was my first real comic. I started it out as a web comic, and I was self-publishing it for a while and going to conventions, and it kind of just got momentum, and originally I was published in single issues by Scout Comics, a local kind of indie comics publisher. They were really great to work with, and then we moved to Dark Horse for the collected trade, and it's been doing really well. I'm really excited for it. So
tell us a little bit about Hench Girl. Who is she?
Yeah.
There we go.
Here's a book. Hench Girl is about a girl named Mary Posa. She's in the Butterfly Gang. Yep. So in a way, her name kind of condemns her to have to be in some sort of themed group.
Makes sense, okay.
Anyways, so she works for a supervillain, but just to pay the bills, basically. So in a way, it's a metaphor for, yeah, it's like underemployment as a superhero story. And her parents are like disapproving former superheroes from the 80s. And they wrote a memoir and they left her out of it, and all sorts of very dramatic things happen in this. But it's mainly it's very silly. I like to take apart superhero tropes and stuff.
It sounds like a great story. All right, so what else are you working on here?
I also have another book coming out this summer from Scholastic called Making Friends. It's gonna be really neat. I wrote it and drew it. It's about a girl who is in 7th grade and none of her friends are in her classes. So she gets a magical sketchbook and she draws the perfect best friend. There they are at the mall. But it's kind of like a coming-of-age story, but with lots of magic involved and a bit of wish fulfillment, but also the just reality hitting you and taking away the magic is kind of my secret formula to writing.
That makes total sense. It sounds really good. Who hasn't thought about how they would make their own friends, especially us awkward social people?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, if you can just design the perfect people. Sometimes, yeah, it's gonna I don't know. She also draws infinite money, because when I was a child, I would fantasize about getting like a magical, yeah, like I would practice drawing little dollars in the margins of my paper in case someday I got good enough at drawing that I could just counterfeit money myself. I was like a very devious child. Yeah. Look at me now.
Well, there you go, kids. You can become your own Wait, no. You can become a good artist and writer, yeah.
Money, though. Don't draw money. That's illegal.
So what else are you working on? I know you told me that you're working on something else.
Yes, I also have a really exciting comic series that's coming out. Actually, issue 1 is coming out June 27th.
Exclusive.
Yeah. Modern fantasy. It's coming out from Dark Horse Comics. I'm the artist, and the writer is Rafer Roberts, and he worked on Archer and Armstrong and a couple other Valiant stuff, and also his own work. He's really fun to work with. And Modern Fantasy is about a girl who doesn't like her office job. Okay, it sounds like I have it.
Oh, right. You had us, and I think you got CADMA there too.
And she wants to go on an adventure, and then her friend's boyfriend gets kidnapped by a cult, and she has to go on an adventure, and she finds out that sometimes things are better left to your imagination than actually living them through.
It sounds pretty good. I can't wait to pick this book up.
Making Friends is like a middle grade book. It's kind of for kids, but also adults. Modern Fantasy, definitely not for kids. It's inappropriate for kids, but it's also really rad, and I drew a guy's face melting off.
Okay, I got to see this. And I think you got one more thing here that you're hiding.
Oh. I also have Toolbox. This is an indie comic I worked on a couple years ago. I was the artist, and Kyle Knepper is the writer, and it's about a town This is a sci-fi space western about a town that gets overrun by bandits. So they build a giant robot to fight off the bandits. And there are the bandits fighting the robots right now.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. This one's very indie. I think you can only get it at conventions from me and Kyle.
Well, you heard that. Go to a convention, see her, pick up the book. Yeah, she only has one left here, so I don't know.
I'm bringing more tomorrow.
Oh, okay. There you go. So come pick it up. So if everybody's looking for you or to pick up some of your books to see what you're doing, where can they find you?
I'm pretty active on Twitter. My Twitter is henchgirl_comic. Which actually, yeah, I'm basically on Twitter and Instagram, henchgirl_comic. That's where you can find out most of my stuff. I also have a mailing list, which you can find a link to on my Twitter.
Well, there you go. Find her on the Twitter, and you can get all the stuff you want to know about her, right? Yeah. All right, so this is Rafael Tavares for the Bitten Apple TV signing off. Make sure to check this lady out.